Hello everyone, this is Ronnie Holadar and the last three digit of my bearing ID is 164. So today in this video, I am going to present an interesting topic which is exchange rate system of Bangladesh, and we will examine there an overview of the historical evaluation, current crawling peg mechanism and strategic policy implications for macroeconomic stability. So let's jump to the details of the topic. Here we can see the historical evaluation. Here we divided the terms into four categories from 1972 to 1979, which is fixed regime. Then 1979 to 2003, that is managed float. Number third, from 2003 to 2024, this is floating regime. And after that, which is we are passing the time, is crawling peg regime. The fixed regime denotes strict pegging to British pound sterling following independence. And after that, managed float, currency basket peg with periodic adjustment by the central bank. And afterwards, we see floating regime. It shift to market-driven rates, though often heavily managed in practice. And the last but not the least, crawling peg. This is the hybrid transition towards a fully fixed market-based system, which is very significant at this moment. The transitioning from rigid control to market-driven resilience over the last 5 decades that we have been pursuing. Next, the current mechanism. The current mechanism in Bangladesh, which is the crawling peg system, it is applied from 2024 at May. To restore external stability, Bangladesh Bank introduced a crawling peg mid-rate, which is in short term CPMR. This system serves as a bridge between fixed and floating regimes. There are three types of factors, which is mid-rate values, flexibility band, and interim steps. In mid-rate value, initially set 117 Bangladeshi taka, something like that, per USD to reflect market readily. And flexibility band allows bank to trade within a predefined corridor. And finally, interim step, a temporary measure before adopting a fully market-centric floating system. If we look at the right side, here we can see the devaluation, the depreciation of Bangladeshi taka. If you compare in 2017 to 2025, which is absolutely far distance, it's almost 1.5 matrix in this time. And now, the core influencing factors of this system: RMG export, remittance, and import base. Basically, we earn our incomes from abroad, which is come more than 80% from RMG sector. Its ready-made garments account for more than or over 80% of total export earning. The primary sources of foreign currency like USD and remittance. Inward funds from overseas workers act as a vital cushion for the balance of payment. This is one of the major sources for receiving foreign currency for our country. And finally, import bills. Surging cost of fuel, raw materials, and food items exert significant downward pressure on taka. Basically, this is the part that we pay to overseas country for having some necessary items like fuel, raw material, medicine, something like that, which is very crucial for our country. And here we can see the challenges and market volatility. The forex reserve pressure. The foreign exchange reserve was drastically fall down in 2021, which was $18.5 billion, absolutely significant depletion from a peak of $48 billion in 2021 under the standard of BPM 6, and persistent inflation, which is 9.7%, driven by currency depreciation and high global commodity prices. And the gap between formal and informal rates remains a critical hurdle for attracting formal remittance inflows. And at the last, here we can see the strategic outlook. There are some advices or roadmaps to maintain a proper exchange rate systems, which are market-based rates, export diversification, monetary tightening, and finally, reserve rebuilding. And finally, we may get a conclusion. The crawling peg is a necessary pragmatic step. Future stability hinges on strict fiscal discipline and structural reform. If we can ensure these items or ensure these factors for the country, then definitely our forex exchange systems, the exchange rate system of Bangladesh will be able to get a better shape for the future shine. That's all about from my side. Thank you, my dear lovely audience, for having your patience and listening to me. Thank you.